and welcome to Let's Talk Sunday, where we talk about everything under the sun and nothing is off limits. Welcome to Let's Talk Sunday. Hello, everyone. Hello. How's everyone doing today? My name is Sharice Johnson Moore, and today we are having Miss Crystal Jackson with us. How are you doing, Miss Crystal? How you doing?
Hello, namaste. How is everyone?
We're doing wonderful. Glad to have you here today. Miss Crystal is the owner of House of Resilience LLC, and she is it is a place of training. It is a place of House of Resilience empowerment coaching. That is the business that she does, and so we want to say welcome, Miss Crystal, and how are you doing today? What is up? So
Thank
Miss,
you for the welcome.
you're welcome. You want to introduce yourself to our audience
Mhm.
today?
I do. Hello, everyone. My name is Crystal Jackson, and I am the founder of the House of Resilience LLC, and it is about empowerment coaching. And shall I keep going?
Yes.
All right, now. So, so the House of Resilience is focused on men who have criminal backgrounds between the ages of 18 to 55. And the thing is to reduce recidivism while also empowering the men with the criminal backgrounds and guiding them to their resilience.
Okay.
We want you to know that you're not your choices. You know, we all deserve a second chance. We all made mistakes. So it is about more than just, I wanted to get deeper than just being productive and teaching and goals. And I wanted to go deep, like your mental, because if you think different, you do different. But if you, nothing changed, nothing changes. So I see a lot of programs and stuff, which they're great. They're focused on the housing, which is very important. The food, all that's very important. Not the food, the food you're gonna have to have the food, but like the housing and the what am I saying? Oh, jobs and things like that. Very important. But if your mental's not there, it doesn't really matter because eventually the same behaviors that got you to that place in the first place, if you haven't fixed it,
Yeah.
it's just going to repeat itself.
Mhm.
So I figured get down to the nitty gritty. So we created a lot of different packaging based on changing your mental, studying a lot of different, taking my own spin and what helped me to change, and also studying a lot of other coaches who actually produce results, like Tony Robbins is one of them. So I modeled some of his stuff and I created my own assessment. Um, then we have the SDL. It is the hold on. Oof. There's so many different ones. Hold on. It's I knew I should have brought my paper. I'm sorry, y'all. It is a lot of different ones. And I'll tell y'all in a minute.
Okay. That's
But
cool.
I based a lot of assessments off of a lot of important in results driven coaches, you
Yes.
know.
hmm Okay. So you've done your homework.
Yes, ma'am.
Amen. So, Miss Crystal, can you tell us a little bit about your journey?
Woof. Okay. So my journey. Now, the uh, crazy thing is I do not have a criminal background, but Lord knows that I should have one, right? Because I have been mixed and matched in the same type of activities and in the same neighborhood as all my family and friends growing up. But I see a lot of them have criminal backgrounds, if
Mm,
not major, maybe all, but like two or three of us. Um, but it's kind of like standing in a saloon and bullets flying everywhere, but they're missing you. They're hitting everybody else, but they're missing you. So now you turn around and you seeing your loved ones just pass out and you feeling this empathy for them. So that's
mm,
kind of how it felt for me. So I'm looking around, I'm seeing people that I know are great people, great minds, but they're not given a second chance because of their background. So that's kind of how it started. But still I wasn't sure that I was going to take it here. But I come from Columbus, Ohio, and I grew up in a rough neighborhood. I had a little gang and everything. Um, but I was always balanced and fair. It was something different. And I knew that I was driven to do something different. I just wasn't sure what it was. And I went through a lot. I battled a little bit with addiction, if that's okay to say. That's fine to say. Um, with was the pills epidemic going on. So I battled with that a little bit. Pulled myself out of that. Um, I was in the streets, you know, doing what I needed to do. So I've seen the hustle. I felt the hustle. So I know how it feels when you feel like your back is against the wall and you don't have no other options because you was never told there was other options.
mm,
So you just going by what you see, your environment. You think that that's okay. You think that's the way it is. This is the only choice you got.
mm,
So your back's against the wall. You already doing things this way, and then you go to jail. You get out and you're expected to do better than what you did before you went in. I think that that's ludicrous, but
yeah.
that's my way of thinking. But for
Mm,
me, it was a lot of bitter. But I always knew um, that one day I knew that what I was going through was for somebody else, if that makes sense.
mhm,
Um, and I think when I got down to the last straw before I actually got myself together, and really it was when my fiance was murdered. That's what really pushed me over the edge a little bit. Um, the father of my child, he never seen me like in this state of mind I was in. And he
mm,
started crying and I started crying. And I turned around and I said, listen, I'm not going to be like this forever. I said, I don't know why I'm going through this, but whatever I'm going through, I know it's for somebody else. So I
mhm,
felt like I went through a lot of things and seen a lot of things. So I'm able to empathize on all different levels. So
mhm.
even if I haven't been through it, I've witnessed it. You
Yes.
know, I've
Mhm,
witnessed people on drugs. I've witnessed people homeless. I've witnessed
mhm.
just any and everything you could think of. I've witnessed it. So somehow I can empathize with it. I can meet people where they are. I don't try to change people because I understand you can't change people. If you don't want to deal with that person, you just don't deal with them. But you cannot change who they are. So it's a lot of things I learned along the way, and I pulled myself out of it only when I started to value myself. Only when I started to think of myself different. After I did self-analysis, assessments, and I started taking accountability for the things I did, everything that happened in my life, I took accountability for. Started looking at things differently. And then I
Yeah.
started to feel different. Then you get that purpose. And once you get purpose and you
Mhm,
get your mental together, you're not the same person you was. So I know that a lot of the times it's purpose
mhm,
that we need to feel. We have to have purpose. We have to have, like the whole Tony Robbins model, some significance.
mhm,
That's one
mhm.
essential need that we definitely need, and we're going to do whatever we need to do to meet this need.
Yes.
So, yeah, that's where I'm kind of coming from. So I don't have a criminal background, but I should. I should.
Okay.
Hmm.
So, what's one misconception people often have about uh 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 often have a misconception about what you do, what your business offers?
Well, I'm not really sure just yet
Mhm,
because although it's been in the making since 2015,
mhm,
I'm just now getting it off the ground this year in January. So I've been putting the word out there, but I haven't gotten any feedback. I've gotten good positive feedback. I get some on the social media. I see people are interested in what I'm saying.
Yes.
So the misconception, I'm not sure just yet.
Okay. So, what advice would you give a person going through a similar journey?
Woof. Okay, the advice I would give is I promise you, you can do anything you want to do. It is about your mind. Your mind is the most strongest bone in your body, muscle in your body, whatever you want to call it. It's your mental. If
Mm-hmm.
you can pull yourself out of that stinking thinking, then you can do whatever that you want to do. Whatever you want to do, you create your reality. Your
Mm-hmm.
mind is a powerful thing, and we're all energy. So, if you thinking that you're worthless and you can't do anything, or you're never going to, then you're not. If you keep saying I'm gonna wait to this time and this time, I jumped right in it, and
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't suggest everybody do it like that
Mm-hmm.
because when I tell you, I don't know if you ever seen George, the case of George Button,
Yeah.
Benjamin Button. I felt
Yes.
like I did everything backwards. I started up here and then I had to go back and learn everything. But that's
Yeah.
how I do things.
Mm-hmm.
I go right for it.
Yeah.
So I would say go for what you want, fight for what you want,
Mm-hmm.
fight for it, go for it, be determined. I have my days, where I'm like, oh gosh, this is a lot, but I'm passionate about it. And that's another thing. You got to be passionate. You got to have passion. I
Yeah.
promise you, if I wasn't passionate about what I was doing,
Mm-hmm.
even my Creation Spice jewelry, there wouldn't be one because
Mm-hmm.
it gets very, it's not for the weak. None of
No,
us are
no,
weak.
it's not. It's not. So,
Mm-mm.
your business offers coaching to those that may have been incarcerated and that are not incarcerated. You help with guidance, leadership,
Mhm,
jobs,
mhm,
job searching, job
mhm,
security,
mhm,
things of that nature. You teaching classes.
mhm.
Do you teach GED classes or do you
Well,
know, adult learning classes?
really, right now it's webinars,
Oh,
like things like anger management,
mm-hmm,
resume writing. Them is
mm-hmm,
the type of webinars and stuff that I've been working on.
mm-hmm,
Um, I am not training GED because I'm not certified, but if
mm-hmm,
I could help in that area, I definitely would.
mm-hmm,
Certain things, skills and stuff like I'm, I feel like it's a must. So, yeah,
mm-hmm,
I mean, it's not over yet. This is just the beginning.
yeah.
We plan on expanding.
Mm-hmm,
Like I said, the bigger goal is a halfway house. That's what it has always been, a transitional halfway house. I just want
um,
my vision
yeah.
to be different from any halfway house there's ever been. Like I want the
Mm-hmm,
coaching to be in there. And like I said, I wanted to be working on the getting that dark and light energy and making sure they understand it, making sure you understand who you are that way. No one can
mm-hmm,
devalue you, you know.
yes. Okay.
Um, so that's the
Um,
bigger plan.
okay, Miss Crystal. So, Miss Crystal, you want to tell us where you located,
Hmm.
and where they can find you through your social media and things like that.
Okay, so I am located in North Carolina.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I have a business Facebook page, the House of Resilience Empowerment Coaching. We have my TikTok, Conscious is a Vibe.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Instagram, I haven't been on Instagram much, but I do have one of those. Oh, my girl. Okay, now play with her.
Alfred.
Um, we got my website is www.gobuildresilience.com.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so any of them places you can find me.
Mm-hmm.
Also, guys, I do have to put this out there. Yes, info@gobuildresilience.com, my email. I am looking for people, like-minded individuals, and my number is 910-249-9426. I'm sorry. And my YouTube is Inspired by Us. I am so sorry.
I know that's right. So you're looking for others to help you in your business to like be mentors and organizers
Coaching,
and coaching.
like social media. The first thing is the funding. Still
Okay.
working through that, right?
Okay.
So,
Mm-hmm.
if anyone wants to volunteer for some coaching,
Mm-hmm.
get my training course together. It's already together. I just have to put it on audio, visual.
Mm-hmm.
So if anyone shares the same vision, of course, when the funding comes through, you
Mm-hmm.
good, I'm good. And even if you don't want to do it for a volunteer, just stay up with me and I
Mm-hmm.
will be hiring because I definitely need like-minded people. It takes a certain type of person though to work with it, to work with people with trauma and people who have criminal backgrounds,
Yes.
so make sure you up for the challenge. If not, there's other ways you can
Yes.
help.
Mm-hmm. So true. So true.
Mm-hmm.
So everyone, you have all of the info you need for the House of Resilience LLC. The young lady, her name is Crystal S. Jackson, and you can find her on TikTok with conscious vibe. You can find her on Instagram. Both her Instagram handles are here. She has website for you, gobuildresilience.com. She has Facebook business pages, the House of Resilience, and organization email is here, info gobuildresilience.com, and she has a phone number that she can be reached for contact, and she has a YouTube channel. Okay, everyone. So I want to say thank you to Miss Crystal for coming out and spending time with us and everything. And I want to say I wish you much success on your on your business, on the things that you are about to step into. And I want to thank everyone out there in the audience for your time to come and spend time with us on Let's Talk Sunday. All right, until next time, we will talk to you later, and I see you next time on Let's Talk Sunday.
Thank you, Sharice.
Hello and welcome to Let's Talk Sunday, where we talk about everything under the sun and nothing is off limits. Welcome to Let's Talk Sunday.